Looks like Akinder's just gonna put some pressure on Cat to keep them on A while they go for this mid B hit. He's actually just seeing if they pushed, crouching right under that bullet. Xantares down to 2 health.
Following very quickly, Fallen wanting to seize that one. Remember, Joda's got those dual Berettas over towards tunnels. He's waiting for his chance, and he finds a quick frag on Fallen. Wakadia actually comes through with the double by challenging that CT smoke. So even though the defense in B only gets 1, it's Wakadia who looks to be the star of this first round of action. Gets the bomb dropped outside of the doorway, really takes the wind out of Molodoi's sails, but they fight him, and that was a chance that Wakadia created, and Aurora will seize. To elevate alongside Joda, the floor of Aurora has risen. And while that M4 leans back, the MP9 wants in on the action. Joda's going to disengage from this one. No need to be the guy that dies in lower. He smokes himself off and falls back through tunnels while we also get this simultaneous mid-peek. Looks like FURIA want to go and sniff out some tunnels control first, though.
They need to push, actually. Right now, just this upper B player. I mean, we are talking about Glocks here. But Jota has Sanctuary for a second, but they don't see everything. These aren't moving just yet. As he falls back, there's a small window to get back out and around to long or something like that, but past a minute, probably not going to happen. Oh, no, that is not the way to go.
Reopens the flank back. Luckily, the long push from Madger will catch Yakinder at the very least. It's the bomb carrier, and
reload.
Everybody else with it just in a second. Glock's going to catch Joda off guard, but he reacts fast enough, and then Madger comes back at this mid-play. Bomb's going to surpass the MP9 that got picked up, so it looks like Bomb's still planted. Challenge back on Catwalk to give over more space, and Yuri's able to plant just right there on the edge of the open. A jumping MP9 keeps 3 standing for Aurora, but to get away with the plant and that knife in the back money.
And that's why you never throw away rounds just because you have Glocks. They ran that 5-up Cat, it got bowed down, it would have been pointless. Oh, big play here from Maloi. Pick down Suicide. Walks it out of the round, and they immediately move into a very strong position early. Again, defaults don't take a long time on Dust 2, but with full mid control, it's going to make Aurora nervous.
Acadia retains some vision to the top of middle towards barrels. Just saw the top of his counter Opper. Trying to find that duel right now versus Maloi, but you sign up for a fight versus a full-time Opper, and you will feel the wrath. Teasing this corner in anticipation of the CT challenge. Remember, that's what got the pistol going for Aurora, was a well-timed push out. Just getting a glimpse of K-Serrato, but it's a bit too late. Fresh smoke goes down. Yuri keeps the pressure on them. Joda, though, trying to lock it in on his own. Single B defender in that instance means nothing here for Aurora. And so FURIA weaponizing Maloi for the 2 op picks to really give them a nice comfort zone to slice through that bomb site.
I mean, how nice is this round for FURIA? Every move is great. I mean, it's so well calculated. This is interesting because I don't know if that means FURIA are going to go, hey, yeah, they're throwing these smokes on Cat because, right now the CTs are vulnerable and they move out to the wrong direction. Another moment where they can mid B versus 1.
But they did just get a smoke thrown down in front of them over towards that B site. Joda's sitting on the other side of this one. They're going to try to challenge it. They're getting through. Yeah, fumbled utility going down here. Madger's able to clear out middle. Joda from Humvee with a single kill. Open lines of sight with a drop from K-Serrato. A double kill. Catches that rotate, just fully exposed. And with bomb planted, Woxic has to make a difficult decision to take a chance at this after having missed a couple of critical opening duel possibilities.
This isn't a big streak of rounds for Aurora, man. They're low on money. They really want this round. They also want that op. Maybe Woxic can get both.
He's got to make a decision as to how to come into the site. Oh, gets the duel. Now he's got a better chance. He can come at it up close. From the other side, Yuri teases. And he'll close out for FURIA, slicing through middle to B.
Ends in a one-on-one. But I can't help feel like that's a really important moment here for FURIA.
FURIA's going to open up with the op. So op's getting opening picks. You've got great mid-rounds here from FURIA taking positioning. There's a certain finality that feels like we're approaching with Austin, and Vitality's supposed to kind of put the crown jewel in the best season of modern CS we've ever seen. But then there's other camps like FURIA that are trying to set themselves up to still rise through the ranks for what's left of 25. And it's the kind of Counter-Strike that you can believe in. You know, it's not some Hail Mary individual moment. It's not 25 kills from Serato. It's solid team play from a roster that on paper just doesn't make sense.
I think maybe composition makes sense, but Kinder's form before this and switching to English, like there are a lot of reasons to doubt this working, but moment of good target selection, but not the shots going in. It'll actually be the pistols coming up huge. And Woxic's upgrade makes this even more expensive. Looks like it's very well timed. Wokadia changes the round here if he finds this frag, and he doesn't. Yuri, of course, he turns around.
He finds the duel, but doesn't win it. Fallen brings it back with 1 kill towards this A site. Serato looking for a chance to strike. Tries to react to that flash. These 2 CTs tethered tightly, but Yakindar still finding a way to peel them back, and Yuri picks up a second in the round. That catwalk is open. Xantera's position was well known, and it's now confirmed as they hear him running off to the hills. It is another gentlemanly round of setup in terms of FURIA taking over mid.
And you see it a lot with them. I think that's what made FURIA special originally.
Whew. Xantera's out here in front of the fire's got another duel coming his way, I think. Damn, Fallen selling great quality bait.
I think one thing was that you pointed out that they dropped and made noise, so there's that, you know, guaranteed info. But FURIA, like, they had to come back and clear Xanteras, right? They mollied Cap behind him. They knew Xanteras was going to try to leave. So it just required one more test. But it's 3v5 now.
There's a kid as well, so...
No smoker molly.
Considering they don't come in with very much on this one, you're just waiting for this to go, and maybe FURIA don't expect that 4 players are about to push through it. Xantera's catching the headshot to Maloi, jumping kill from Wokadia. That's a scout for the double.
2 of them.
But he's not the player who had the kit. That was Xantera's over on Catwalk. They needed the cat retake to come through to at least get closer. Still 2 jumping scout kills. Why not?
Right on the apex. Beautiful out of Wokadia. And 5 deaths is worth it for the amount that they invested into this round. Xanteras has a good gun. They put it in front. And Yukinder off the corner of his screen to see Wokadia jumping up.
Just that electric tempo he brings to the server. Woxic, he better be careful. He's got Xanteras in front of him, but now he's looking for the trades. And that's going to be 2 players for FURIA, found on the climb up. Incendiary goes down ahead of them.
Now they can just make the map what they want again, which is the real issue here and has been for Aurora. Is persistent.
Aurora, that extra bit of space to breathe, to set up a defense despite being man disadvantaged. Now you come back at it.
Rotate.
You got a player already out. Again, Yakindar ahead of these utilities. The frag, the smoke, the flash, but he'll get clipped by Woxic, and that's going to turn them back. Serato trying to take the fight out middle. Now it's FURIA frantically looking for openings here, and they're banking on Yuri, getting this duel picked up. Joda ends up winning it with 16 health to spare. They're going to leave Maloi out towards mid. Fallen takes his chance with his newfound fame on a rifle. That's an open chance at the plant.
They got to rush him down.
Yeah, they're going to charge him down. He's in the cover here. Madger looking, gets killed, but so what? It's the round for the side of Aurora. Unless that last death for Woxic came out, and he is no guarantee.
It ends up being Fallen who dies after time.
Sloppy finish, both players losing after the clock goes out.
But both teams buy into 0. We have 2 Tech 9s for FURIA. We have 2 MP9s for the CT side. Oof. When do you ever see a buy like this?
Only in today's economy.
It's like both teams won the pistol round or something.
Here we are, 9 rounds into the half. And with an opening kill to the favor of Yakindar, just holding back on those long doors. He surpasses Maloi for the most amount of kills on FURIA. They're looking at this catwalk as a prime piece of real estate. Woxic's just lingering here, and he gets further damage in. But the problem is he's also the guy allocated over towards long. Nobody else actually moved over once Madger was that first death of the round. Xanteras is looking for somebody to pop up over the ledge as Maloi takes Woxic off long. That is 1 less piece for Aurora to somehow get back onto this bomb site. They're using util to announce it. Critical missed shot could reopen the door. Molodoy's looking to make up for it now, but his teammates are dropping. He will get Joda. Tap of the bomb for Wokadia. Yakindar's going to take his time on Cat. Both players spotted. And Wokadia's going to have to go a little wider now, chasing down Yakindar. hard for this kill as he just gets back around the corner, secures it for FURIA. Cost effective yet again, and a 6-3 lead to come through, but the price tags remain high.
Yeah, it does.
Safe to say they know he's in there. Acadia missing some very important shots here as his teammate gets flustered by the flashbangs. They're going to expose him back here. Nowhere to run, brother.
Great attack, FURIA. Unfortunately, a missed shot makes that a lot easier, though.
And so now Bomb's going to cross over. And this is looking like a comfortable 8th round win. Aurora hears this CT wrapping in his spawn. Who do you think you are?
No knife kill, very gracious.
Aura's chill like that.
He is a chill guy.
Woxic's op is no guarantee in the next round, but he's going to rack up the costs ever so slightly. Still weird to see Fallen on a rifle. I don't know how many events it's going to take.
It's clearly the right decision.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, if it means unlocking Maloi, absolutely. If it means unlocking Fallen again, then absolutely.
I thought Fallen was going to retire every one of these last years.
Yeah, I mean, after Rio, it felt like it was the perfect chance.
Yeah.
They get eliminated there, and then in Rio, where obviously semifinals was where they were cut down. We'll get back to that, because right now Woxic's holding off fast tunnels play. And they peel off. Yakinder's going to go for the cat. And the bomb is following him. Oh, they're so worried about it.
Oh.
Okay, so Aurora loses a favorable duel, and then Madger, as you'd anticipate, with fire down beneath him, gets bested by Yuri, who's taking the late half.
Fallen, see this?
To clean up his scoreline. Lean back here from Fallen.
Those MP9s are going crazy. Fallen dies, and now a 3v2 retake. Maloi low, Yuri low. They have long control, but you know they're scared.
Yeah, final round of the half, though, so let's see it. With so much health and a smoke for the bomb. No kit, though. If the T's can even slow it down, then they could still somehow pull this one out of the hat. Molodoi's going to draw them forward, and Woxic gets the job done. So it is indeed a 4th on this CT side. FURIA clean opening in this best of 1, taking it to a team that was proving in Dallas that they're ready to play Dust 2, but it is indeed Aurora trailing.
And if Aurora are going to do it, it's going to be well-deserved, because they've got to come back to make.
Ouch. Nasty grenades not going to make Aurora any more comfortable on this crossover. A little bit of an L drawn by those smokes. Ton of damage done, and yet all the Aurora players still stand. How they have managed to get through that without one body dropping, I do not know. Exposed there. Too many sets of eyes from the FURIA squad, yet nobody collects a kill. Fallen and Maloi both down, and FURIA doesn't look like they're even going to take an additional sniff at this.
This is a moment where you should try it, right? It's the health bars, we see it, but like...
Joda's got to make sure he doesn't die, because he was the majority of that utility. Starts chucking that out. He also actually hands off the Galil, picking up the scout instead.
Oh, Maloi.
Maybe next time he doesn't have to ask for permission if he single-handedly peels Aurora
and look
off
how he's
round 14.
Thinking about this, too. He gets the scout kill, he goes back to A. Look at Aurora. They're still thinking about going up here. He's actually just influenced every one of their decisions. He slowed them down on Cat to get that opportunity. He got the early op shot through scout shot through the door to get damage. And now they're running into him again. Maloi is a puppeteer.
Waiting for the next chance, and it's coming. Aurora gives him the perfect distraction, and that's not even the player he first tagged. Every bit of damage you see is Maloi at the moment. Can I peek mid, he asked. You can do what you damn well please.
What a round. He's in the kill feed for all 5 frags. Maloi tagged everyone that round. He got his first shot through the door. He made them go A. He smoked them off Cat to get this pick in mid. This was a one-man show.
Exactly. That scout buy, well worth it. FURIA have not had such a successful start to a top 16 stage at a major since the Rio Major, where we know this organization went on to semifinals.
They 3-0'd Legends, right?
Yep. Have never done it since. Had never done it before that moment either.
He tucked by himself.
Maloi,
and he will get 2 shots.
Just letting him come to him, but he will get traded out by Woxic, who now joins up with that cat split. Maloi gave them the opening to the A site. And so FURIA are going to have to fight further on, but this is number 6 for Aurora, at least being able to get past this plucky 20-year-old Opper. I do think Falcons played bad, though. That one's on them.
No. Yeah. Those teams are bad for sure. Yeah. No, I don't mean to say that Falcons wasn't bad. They were bad.
Did you watch the?
But you know what? That might not. What? Yeah.
5v3 with comms.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Fell apart, but this cow push from Zanteres. Oh! Gets clipped out by Serato, who's hanging onto the ramp. He's got the smoke ahead of him. He's got a flash in the middle of it all, and he's hoping that Maloi can bail him out because he goes down with nothing further. Climb up with 2 players here in the open. Such a tough spot for an Opper. But they get exposed, and that's not what he was looking for, but that was a CT frag grenade from Yuri. Yuri just kind of exposing his own op.
Oh, he wishes he had another, like an extra second to shoot while he was scoped and wasn't on cycle.
He'll let Wicadia get away from him. Now they're going to get pinched between 2 Oppers. Yakindar coming back.
But now they don't actually know that was Yakinder, so they might just get opt.
Oh, Maloi slides out, peels Zanteres off the boost. Now Woxic's going to be looking for a counter pick, but there's a secondary op already positioned on site in Yakindar. So down goes 1.
Nice.
Woxic able to reopen the possibility of this A site, but unlike previous rounds, Aurora all coming in from one direction, so it's actually a chance for FURIA to set up on site to try and contend with this. Still, bit of ramp control for Wicadia. Molotov thrown over to Catwalk, flushes them down. Desperate CT trying to run up from spawn as Serato just crouches back in cover. Maloi goes over top of that site, and FURIA on the brink of a 12.
Such a good job on the protocols, and they don't see Major leaving, but he will get away safely. Doesn't matter to FURIA. They spent down to 0 in this round to get a second up on Yakinder, and while it only kind of made noise, they didn't go back to mid to fight him. They ended up funneling towards long. And the site smoke was the really key part, because I think Woxic was about to make a play. He got his first kill, but then his vision was totally removed, and Serato got his 2 kills. That was a CT smoke on the back of single. They have Yakinder right in the same place that he was so successful last time, ready for his teammates to flash through.
Mid flash is so perfectly timed. But Yakindar comes out, gets an easy 2K. Madger is sent scrambling up for that B site now, and Serato's waiting for a chance to slide out window. Fallen gets his, and the B site holds as well. So everything goes swimmingly here for FURIA to close out. A final effort from Zanteres as he gets pelted by utility. The nades were on point. FURIA on point on the first day of Stage 3, looking for a 3-0 at the top 16 phase for the first time since that miracle in Rio.